Hello everyone, welcome back. As you can see, I have a PS5 finally, like a decade later after it came out. But yeah, it's finally here. They did a restock this morning at Target, which apparently, I'm going to need a knife for this. All these consoles in their tape that can't just be ripped off. I don't know why they do it. But anyway, Target did a restock this morning, which apparently some stores got like 50, some stores got like 200. So yeah, I have one in Florida, which usually a pretty busy Target, so it probably sold out in minutes, as they usually do. But yeah, all right, here we go. We have a box under the box, which seems kind of pointless, honestly. As you can see, there's just a little display. Try to get it in frame here. Just a little like outer display. Yeah, the Xbox Series X, I think, has better packaging. I have not opened this one yet, but the Series X has that like fancy little thing where you flip open the top and your console's just right there. It has like the nice black packing and all that. This one seems a little more convoluted right off the bat. Yeah, see, it just doesn't have the same like snappiness to it. Because you see right here, you open up the top and it's like, there it is, somewhere under all this. Got a little quick start guide here. I have never, almost knocked my tripod over. I have never needed those in any console generation. Have your little power cable here. Probably move the knife out of the way. I don't think I'll need that again. Let's see. Ooh, controller. Nice. This is actually, funny enough, my first PS5, but my second PS5 controller. I have the other one right over here. Because I bought one like a year ago. Because you can technically still use this on PC. So you can play, I tried playing like Destiny and stuff like that with it, which the controller actually feels nice, but it doesn't have like the haptic feedback if you're using it just as a Steam or PC controller. So yeah, you don't get the full benefit. And I think the rumble feature, it doesn't like fully transfer over either. Now I will say about Sony controllers, they've always been really good at like action games and like third person shooters, kind of, but the FPS games and racing, they haven't really been the best on. I would say PlayStation controllers do a lot better with fighting games and games like the new Spider-Man games where it's like the third-person action games. Shooters I'm a little weird on because I don't really like the symmetrical layout. It feels like, I know some people like it like this because they're on an even playing field, but I feel like the way Nintendo and Xbox does it, where it's like one's up here and one's down here, it feels like it's easier to differentiate them in your brain, like just on a subconscious level. Because I feel like with them side by side like this, sometimes it messes up my aim. And I don't really know why, but it does something subconsciously when they're right next to each other like this. I like when they're a little bit spaced out. But either way, I will say that the shape, I think this is like their best controller they've made to date. It fits perfectly in the hand. It has little triggers on the back that have like the proper curve to it, which the PS4 started doing that a little bit. I have a controller to use as reference. I actually have the classic PS1 design. But as you can see, like, they're starting to get better with this one, but it still has like the weird like circular, it's like almost there. It's almost there as far as design goes. It has little triggers on the back. So it's like, this is when they were getting close. This was like the good in-between of the PS3 and the PS5. It's focusing on the PlayStation logo for some reason. There we go. Now it's not. For whatever reason, the focus is being drawn to the logo. So now it's not fuzzy anymore. But anyway, it just, when you compare them side to side, you can definitely see more of the design nuance of it, especially on the backs there. It's like this one still has like the weird kind of circular, I just turned on my PS4. But it has like the weird like circular hand grips. But I do think this one's better. It's a lot more ergonomic. You can see by the shape on the back. Very nice. Definitely better for action games. Still, shooter-wise, I don't know, because I feel like when you look at your hands like this and you're moving like that, to move it like this, it just doesn't seem as natural. Same with over here. Like, it's pretty significant. I'll show you on the Xbox controller for reference. Like you see right here, most games don't really use the D-pad that often, so you're not really going to be moving back and forth. Although this jump is a little bit around the same as the PlayStation controller, but I do like how they're flipped. Whereas you see here, the D-pad's on the top and the ones on the bottom. I do like it better this way. Because it's usually you're going to be using this as like your secondary and this is your primary. Whereas this way, I feel like they give too much priority to the D-pad. Again, for fighting games and like certain action games, you are going to be using this one instead of down here. But I do like better here where it's like the movement between the sticks and the button is a little bit better on this side. Whereas over here, it kind of just, I don't know. It's roughly the same, but it's when you actually hold the controller, you can feel a slight difference. Just like where the hand is held when you're holding this is a little bit easier to go between the buttons. I don't know. It's more of a nuanced thing. It's not exactly something across the board like, oh, the Xbox controller is better, or no, the PlayStation controller is better. It really just comes down to the player. Usually, I prefer the Xbox controller. The one thing I don't like, and some people do like the fact that the battery is removable because you can just have them on the side, but realistically, all I use are the rechargeable packs anyway. So it's like, I would much prefer just to plug this into a wall every night and charge it that way, because I'm basically doing that with extra steps. I pull out the rechargeable battery, charge it up, and then swap it out when it dies. Whereas with the Sony controllers, you just plug it into your phone charger, and that's it. No extra steps. But yeah, anyway, enough about the controllers. I'm going to go turn my PS4 off as well. I hit the button while I was demoing the controller, and it just turned itself on. All right, on to the main attraction. Ugh. Yeah, see, it's still... Oh, this is the little base. You're still having to work through the top here. I don't like how... I like how the Xbox, when you open it up, it's like front and center. You just see it right off the bat. See, here's a little base for standing it up, which I'm probably going to do. I'm not exactly sure. Depends on how big this thing is. The box is very heavy, so I'm guessing it is going to be significantly larger than the PS4. So this is one that I'll probably be standing upright. Ooh, all right. I'm assuming these are cables for like 4K 120 and all that. High-speed HDMI. Now it says high-speed, not ultra-high-speed. So hopefully, because you have to have, for like 8K and 4K at 120 hertz, it has to be an Ultra HD cable. Because those are like, I can't even remember, it's like 400 gigabytes per second or something like that. And regular HDMI only does like 10 or 20 per second. So in order to get those 4K 120 hertz, you are going to need an Ultra HDMI cable. So hopefully this is like actually Ultra, but it just says HDMI on there. Because I know the one with the Xbox, it came with one that can actually reach those speeds. So it would be very silly if they didn't do that. Ooh, here's a little charging cable here. I usually just use my phone charger, though. Everything that uses like the USB-C, it's like, oh, wow, look, very convenient. I'm glad they're finally doing no more proprietary nonsense. Let's just all have the same charger for everything. The Switch, my phone, my controllers, they all have the same charger now, and it's wonderful. Yeah, see, here's the actual PS5 in there. See, it's like it's definitely very practical. It's not very showman-like. It has these little egg cartons, which are not... This is a stupid way that I'm holding the PS5 right now. Ooh, it's falling over. I pulled it out by the egg cartons. Not the most sturdy way to do that. But yeah, see, these things, they're kind of flimsy, too. But it's like they don't really have the same showmanship. Because I have the Xbox unboxing video, so you can check out the difference. But it's definitely... They put a lot more show into it. And yeah, this thing is massive. This is not going to be able to go most places that I want it to. It might be able to go under my entertainment center. But yeah, I'm probably just going to... The plastic just flew in the background there. Yeah, this is probably going to have to go standing upright. Yeah, this thing is huge. It's very bulky too. This reminds me of like the PS3 when it came out. The PS4 started to slim a little bit, and now they're like, no, let's just go back to fat consoles that have like weird oblong shapes so you can't even really stack it. And it's like there's no reason not to be able to stack it because there's no cooling that needs to be done here. And that's the weird thing with the disc model. Like the digital one, it's just kind of flat on this side. But this one, it has like the whoop where it goes over where the disc is at. It's definitely a very weird design. Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of white consoles either. I always try to get black consoles, like pretty much everything I own aside from the Series S. So yeah, it's definitely going to stand out. Not a big fan of that. I know you can pop these off. Like you can actually buy custom plates for it, which frankly I might do, honestly. Got some condensation on the side. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I know you have like... It's better storage-wise, because for the Xbox, you have to buy this really expensive extended storage, which I think for a terabyte, it's like $230, which I bought one, so it's like, because I kind of needed the extra expansion. But I do like how this one uses like the NVMe, where it's just like little storage chips. It's like the new generation of SSDs, where you just open up the side, you just clip it in, close it up. You don't have to spend double the price. Basically, any of the ones that work on PC will work on this too. So yeah, storage expansion-wise, definitely more practical. I actually don't remember which one of these PS5 controllers. I'm thinking maybe the right one. I'm trying to remember which one just came in the box, because they look very identical. This one has a slight amount of dust on it, so I'm assuming that's the one. I'll go put that one back. All right, so there it is. Get a little shot of them together. Controller, console, yeah. Yeah, they look good together. But I don't know, I just gotta say it, I like the Series X design better. Sony keeps going with these, like, fancy, like, flashy designs. Like the PS4 as well, I think I just have the regular, or the Slim. I think it is the regular. But either way, it has, like, this little, like, triangle sloped front on it. And it kind of looks like you stacked something on like this, but to the side like that. So it's like, they always had this like weird little nuance thing. Whereas the Xbox for like the last 2 generations now, they're like, all right, it's a box. It's a rectangle or it's a box. So it's just, I feel like it's better for practicality, where it's more like a PC in that way, where it fits in just about anywhere. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It's very, like the Series X, it's pretty tall, but it's like this wide. So, I mean, you can put it anywhere you want. It's like that little MacBook Pro, like the little trash can, where you basically have that now, or it's like you have a little mini fridge. But yeah, design-wise, yeah, definitely I'm going to go with Xbox, because it's like, the little fancy stuff is nice. It's a little niche thing, but definitely storage-wise, it makes it a little more difficult. Like, even the backside, this part that you're supposed to lay flat, it's also curved. It's very strange. I don't know if you can fully see. Yeah, look at that. Look how curved that is. And you're supposed to lay it flat. How can you lay it flat? I also don't fully understand what this little side clip is. Maybe it'll make more sense on there. No. Yeah, I still don't fully understand. I guess I'll figure that out. Yeah, anyway, that is the unboxing. There it is. Not much more to be said. But yeah, I'll probably have a review up in like a week. I still haven't done the Series X one, but I'm getting there. I've pretty much learned all I need to learn at this point, so definitely is ready for a review. But anyway, that's it for the unboxing. Finally, fully in the next generation. I have the PS5, I have the Series X. It's all here. It's all happening. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.